It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, but you're out there running with the big dogs. Stay your ass in the pocket.
They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Should have been intercepted.
Middle, and it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. In this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
48 for Mike. Cut. There you go. Get down. Safety screaming. Big edge.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. And
Fucking A, man.
Intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On second and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score from 8 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
The big fellow was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
Check. Lucky. Mike 48.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Jackson flush to his right. Caught by Snead over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I got you.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Buying time to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Drake. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Strong.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. 26 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Go ahead. P. 48 Mike. Hey, that's 34. Check 37.
Fitzpatrick again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Like 20. Strong. Hey, here we go. Check three. Hustle up.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 44 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs.
There goes Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
There goes Mark Ingram. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 33 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And that it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, Fitzpatrick again. They'll set up the screen to Drake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 52 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Fitzpatrick, and he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5.
Dolphins 29. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Jim, regular. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Fitzpatrick to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. Eight yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 60 out low. 2 right here. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ingram. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Tucker now for the extra point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Fitzpatrick. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.